and get to a bomb shelter before bombs hit where they live. I pray for the civilians in Gaza who are being used as human shields by Hamas while they shoot their rockets out of civilian buildings. And
wow, this ramped up. I don't get how you can interweave this, like this hardcore ethnic cleansing into the aesthetics that you've curated with this channel. Like, how do you have a channel where the whole channel is like, hey, classic crew, we're going to be talking about new drink cocktails, but don't worry, this one doesn't have cinnamon. Yeah, and next I want to talk about ethnic cleansing, but that's coming up. Be sure to like and subscribe, go into the old comment section and tell me about this kind of stuff. What do you think, classic crew?
if you are new to my channel.
Don't get me wrong, opera can be beautiful, it really can, but hers is such a frightening version of it. Oh man.
The scoop is our opportunity to catch up, go over what went on over the course of the week, and just act like we're grabbing a cup of coffee together. So before we get into today's episode, I would love if you would consider subscribing to my Substack newsletter. In my Substack newsletter, you'll get access to exclusive content.
Oh, yay. And then I get to pay for your writing.
Let's get into it.
Oh my god, she's got an legit pie-sized mug. it's cute because it's larger than a normal one, and it's because I love coffee, lol. Palestinians should be wiped off the face of the earth.
I have here, and let's get into it. So I can't really figure out my hair today. I tried something with putting it up while I was sleeping, and it sort of half fell out and half didn't, and I didn't want to put it up in a ponytail because some of the curls looked good enough, but I don't know how it looks today. So I don't feel great about it, but I'd love to know what you guys think. Actually, if it's mean, don't tell me.
Oh man, like, she's very frightening. I know that everyone has a bizarre, love-hate relationship with Abby. Their attraction to her confuses them. But she does a good job of bonking you in real time. You know, you might be like, oh wow, she's quite fetching. And then she's like, yes! You're like, oh my god, oh my god, oh god.
I don't want to know. But in any case, I'm excited to get into today's video. We have a lot to talk about. And so the first thing I wanted to talk about today...
Who is she? Aristocracy. This is Ben Shapiro's sister. This is Ben Shapiro's sister. This is Femme Shapiro. Yeah.
My thoughts on mothers.
She originally was an opera singer. Yeah. For a long time, she was an opera singer. And then she decided she wanted to become an influencer. She was like, yeah, I'm tired of the drudgery, and then I want to become an influencer now. So please make my career happen in real time. She's so bad at her job, though. It's so laughingly bad. She's been trying this for a long time. Like, you can tell from the get-go, she hired coaches. She hired a team of people. She definitely sat down with a team of people who were like talking to her, and they're like, all right, so what you have to do is you have to remind people to like and subscribe multiple times. Every couple minutes, make sure you stop what you're doing and then ask what they think, and then put it in the comment section. Because that really helps out the old algorithm, bumps you up, all that kind of stuff. She's advertised so heavily on other. She's advertising on my channel probably right now. Like, if you're watching this segment on YouTube, you probably at some point saw her advertise before this segment started. Thank you for not clicking away. Thank you for watching this version of it with the commentary and criticism. That's what we're here for. She funded a whole AstroTurf campaign for a while. It was impossible not to get ads for her. It was ridiculous. I was like, she has all the financial backing of the Daily Caller, but it makes sense because the Daily Caller's like next big thing was that they wanted to start branching out, like branching away from doing just right-wing reactionary politics and doing more kind of like safer, apolitical stuff, lifestyle stuff. She can't help it though. She can't. Every single one of these videos that she does, even if she's like, I'm going to sing Phantom of the Opera, it's like, oh, and black people commit all the crimes.
Mother's Day. So Mother's Day is a lovely holiday in which we celebrate mothers and we celebrate how wonderful they are. And reading here, I actually looked it up and I didn't know this, but Mother's Day started with the initiative of Anna Jarvis in the early 20th century, who organized the first Mother's Day service of worship and celebration at Andrews Methodist Episcopal Church in Grafton, West Virginia. I did not know that. I always thought that it was more of a Hallmark holiday, but now I know where it actually originated. And the last few years, something I've noticed a lot during Mother's Day is that people want to focus on the people who are suffering on Mother's Day and comfort them. And they'll make these pictures that say to the women who have lost mothers, or to the women who have lost children, or to the women who don't have a great relationship with their mothers.
I see where this is going.
And I think it's a really nice thought to go out of your way to consider the pain of others on a day that's for celebration. But often I find that that's the only thing people will post. They'll post something just about the sad side of Mother's Day, and they won't take into account the amazing celebration and happiness of Mother's Day. And as someone who had a miscarriage and theoretically could have looked at Mother's Day and been really down about it, I didn't want to think of Mother's Day as a sad day. I wanted to look at Mother's Day as something that is really special. It's one day a year that we get to celebrate the mothers in our lives and be happy about it. And so even though I think that the thought of going out of your way to consider other people's suffering is really important and really nice, I don't think that every celebration also needs to focus on sadness. I think that it's good sometimes to just focus on the happy side of things. And if we want to celebrate mothers...
The name of this video, There is no moral equivalence in the Middle Eastern conflict. Which I'm definitely getting a lot of vibes.
It doesn't always have to be at the expense of someone else. It's not about who we're leaving out, it's about who we're lifting up. I think that there is a way to do both. I think you can post a picture where you are thinking of all of those in pain, and then also continue to live your day in happiness and joy and celebrating the mothers around you. But I think so often we get caught up in the sadness side of things. And let's take advantage of days like Mother's Day. Let's bring joy to the women in our lives who are such great mothers, and to the Mother's Day that hopefully you and I will celebrate in the future. So I wanted to talk about this. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments, what you guys think about it, because maybe this is controversial, I don't know, but these are my thoughts on it. So yeah, I'd love to hear what you guys think. This week has been so crazy for me. I've been putting out multiple videos. I've been working on a ton of content for you guys, and I've actually been loving it. But I have to say that as...
We're halfway done. I don't know how much time she's going to be able to, like, she usually has at least like a 1-minute outro too, where it's just like, classic crew, be sure to subscribe, be sure to blah, blah, blah. So we really have like 4 minutes for her to explain the entirety of this statement. There is no moral equivalence in the Middle Eastern conflict. But yeah, giddy up.
As the weather gets nicer, staying inside longer to do work is a tricky one. I'm not somebody who likes to stay inside when the weather is beautiful. And
how do you say something so controversial yet so brave?
At some point in my life, I dream about having a lanai or a patio that has a really nice sitting area where I can do my work and also enjoy the weather. Does anyone have that? Because if you do, I feel like I would use it all the time, but I don't have one, so I don't know.
We're getting down to the 4-minute mark.
So let me know in the comments if you work outside when you can. Next up, I wanted to talk about the bachelorette brunch that I planned.
What? 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 We have, you don't have time. Abby, how are you going to apply any nuance to such a I thought the issue was complicated. It's very complicated. That's been kind of like the messaging from your side for some time. Yeah, I'm going to speed up if we're going to be talking about this bachelorette party. I could just skip past it.
For my girlfriend this coming weekend, so I'm so excited for her. She has had a crazy time with COVID and
we were thinking of making it Gaza themed.
Planning her wedding multiple times, so she's finally getting married. So excited for her. And I asked if I could plan her bachelorette brunch, and she said absolutely. So we're getting together a few of her friends, and we're all going to brunch together, and I have a few games planned. I also got little gift bags for everyone that I put some extra skincare that I was given by a brand that I worked with a while back, so I figured I would give those as kind of a gift bag celebrating. I love to take advantage of those events in our lives. Pipeline was hacked by a ransomware cyber attack. So I had to look up what ransomware meant. What it actually means is that it locks out the rightful user of a computer or computer network, and the pipeline had to shut down operations. Now all of the gas stations in our area get their gas from Colonial Pipeline. So we have been driving around and seeing many different gas stations with bags over the pumps showing that they are out of gas.
Man, yeah. Also people filling bags of gas into plastic America. What's going on? You having a normal one, America? Why did you fill bags full of that? And yeah, she had to Google that, obviously.
And it's very stressful, and it's just been kind of an odd week. I got a call from my husband saying, Abby, you need to check your gas tank and make sure that it is at least close to full, because we don't know how long it's going to take for that to get everything back online. And so I was able to go and get a full tank of gas, so was he, so we were ahead of the curve a bit on normal. So I'd love to know if you have seen gas shortages in your area and what it looked like.
All right, saving the best for last. Saving the best for last. The clickbait worked. I have been clickbaited, okay? I've been clickbaited. I am here. I'm ready. I'm willing. You have 3 minutes.
Last but not least, I want to talk about the situation in Israel. So,
boom! Here we go. Giddy up.
I'm not here.
Okay, now this is serious, so we should actually pay some respect.
To tell you everything you need to know about the conflict. I think it would be disrespectful of me in a scoop video to try and tell you everything that you need to know in 2 minutes. This is something that would take a little while. So I highly recommend doing some research, listening to my brother Ben Shapiro's podcast.
Yes, listen to Ben Shapiro, definitely. You should go check out his tweets too. What was that tweet that Ben Shapiro had? I think it's like, what is it? Arabs are responsible for like sewage. I could be wrong. I'll have to look that one up.
He has some great information on what's going on in Israel right now. There's also some articles and news sites you can head to. I just recently read an article by Barry Weiss that was very informative and great, and I think it's worth checking out. But what I want to talk about today is just where I stand, which is that I stand with Israel, and I pray for Israel. I pray for the newborns in bomb shelters, in hallways with their fathers. I pray for the people who have to gather their children in 30 to 90 seconds and get to a bomb shelter before bombs hit where they live. I pray for the civilians in Gaza who are being used as human shields by Hamas while they shoot their rockets out of civilian buildings. And
wow, this ramped up. I don't get how you can interweave this, like this hardcore ethnic cleansing into the aesthetics that you've curated with this channel. Like, how do you have a channel where the whole channel is like, hey, classic crew, we're going to be talking about new drink cocktails, but don't worry, this one doesn't have cinnamon. Yeah, and next I want to talk about ethnic cleansing, but that's coming up. Be sure to like and subscribe, go into the old comment section and tell me about this kind of stuff. What do you think, classic crew?
And anyone who draws a moral equivalence between Israel and Hamas needs to understand that only one side is shooting as many rockets as they can into civilian areas. Israel has been shooting down those rockets with the incredible Iron Dome system in order to save their people. And any time that Israel shoots a rocket into Gaza to take down a military point, they call Palestinian soldiers to warn them, to tell them to get any civilians out and make sure that no one gets hurt unnecessarily, removing the entire element of surprise that is necessary in warfare. I stand with Israel and I pray for my brothers and sisters who are suffering. So that's it for today's video. I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to see more of my channel, please subscribe and hit that notification bell to get notified of all my new videos. If you'd like to get access to exclusive content not available anywhere else, make sure to subscribe to my Substack newsletter, which is linked in the description box below. If you'd like to follow me on social media, it's at ClassicallyAbby, absolutely everywhere. Thank you so much for watching. And
Poggies, ethnic cleansing, hit subscribe and like. Holy shit, what the fuck? Goddamn internet, you little scamp. You're always remembering things. So let's see why you should tune into Ben Shapiro to learn about this information. Israelis like to build, Arabs like to bomb crap and live in open sewage. This is not difficult. Settlement rocks. There you go. There's Ben Shapiro's position on this, so you know. Lance, please, you gotta see this. We've seen this before. You just want me to play Ben Shapiro singing. It's horrifying. I don't want to.
There, out in the darkness, a fugitive running, fallen from God.
Now it's real.
fallen from grace. God be my witness. I never shall yield till we meet face to face. Till we meet face to face. He knows his way in the dark. My name
Okay, now we're gonna try the hentai version.
is the way of the Lord. Those who follow the path of the righteous shall have their reward. And if they fall as Lucifer fell, the flames, the sword, stars in your multitudes, scarce to be counted.
Hey, do you like movies? Do you like Serfs? Do you want movies and Serfs watching the movies? So then come over to the new channels. It's the Serfs Cinema. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Can you do the thing, you know, that thumbs up and comment and all those things that help us out in the algorithm that controls every aspect of our lives? Also, if you happen to have a Facebook account, can you delete it? Like just delete it. You should probably delete your Facebook account because it's not a great company. But hey, if you can't do that for whatever reason, I understand. And could you also go to facebook.com/thesurftimes then and give us a little like and a follow. We're just trying to push back against the fact that people like Ben Shapiro happen to dominate the platform entirely. And when everyone asks why do older generations believe the things they believe, one of the problems is the majority of them on social media use Facebook. So to counter that, we're just going to be on there too now. Also, if you happen to have a union or a worker co-op or even a leftist project, podcast, website, Zoom, MySpace, it doesn't matter. We will advertise it for free on this channel. All you got to do is go to weareserfs.com and use the forms that we got there, weareserfs.com. Thanks, everybody.
To our gods, I'm Raft and Xander Corvus. We shall build golden idols in your honor. To our monarch, Tom Spiker. Our soft, spongy flesh is yours to command. To our lords, Evan Nudie, Trevor R., Alexander Thaler, Ryan Lubin, Bisexual Black Gamer, Tofox, and Jeffrey Lamb, we proudly carry your sigils onto the battlefield. And to our knights of the round table, Riley and Anna, Poodlehawk, Multimondi, Timothy Hart, Trevor Janis, Lemmy 101, Anthropophagic, Saren 42, Chronic to Hemphog, Callie Kotka, The Great Pudini, Von Janny, Catherine, Radical Maniac, Ramon Acosta, Encosin, J. Fraser Cartwright, Jimmy Bignuts, Violent Orchard, Sophie Baby, Political Puppy, Andreas Chiringuito, Zach Christensen, Nicholas Marks, Jopi, Josh Mickelson, Melissa Murphy, Todd Buckingham, Todd LaJeunesse, and Constance Joyce Lacheris. We tip our cap and lift our mug and salute you.